Ah, that's a good time though. Yeah, I'm on the mend now. Had some procedures and discovered the causes and on the mend.
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, you're taking a shit in the last couple of weeks, mate. Ain't you?
Why?
It's pure tokenism in the media more, isn't it? It's pure token.
Where we've got no other option but to retaliate.
I mean, that's what they're doing to these politics as well, Mo. I mean, they're pushing us politically to the point of retaliation. But what can we do? I don't think the majority of people that live in Britain actually follow what the British government is actually doing. No, because the awareness level of society compared to 30 years ago is like way, way up there.
Hiya. I'm fine.
Hope you said hold on 3 times there.
There's like a bit of an echo on the boxes.
Right, no, I think I'm going to have to drop out because I'm getting multiple echoes.
And you got that horrible echo again, Mark.
I don't hear you unless I'm not hearing you unless I'm not hearing you unless it was sound. I'm actually hearing like feedback in my voice.
Yeah, like the echo's not on you, Mo. It's on like the three of us in the box.
And it sounds to me like Lauren is speaking in like a slower voice.
Hello.
I heard an echo.
Well, I'm not getting an echo in my voice, but I'm getting.
Kind of similar to the way I heard Lauren.
I bet you can hear me in YouTube land now. There we go.
What did you do?
There was my main mic wasn't showing on the mixer, so I just basically clicked reinstall and it was fine. So yeah, it's working now. Yeah. Hi, welcome to TikTok Live, where Mo doesn't know how to push buttons and make things work properly. Barry would be so proud. So proud. You know? Yeah. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Independent Heathen. Thank you, everybody, for doing that. Ken, get yourself in a box on TikTok. Get your butt over here. Come on. For God's sake. It's just a wee social live. Where's that friggin' Lisa and that Lewis? Where are they? That's it. I'm going to have to get rid of that there. and then back onto TikTok and say, where the fudge cake are you guys going? Where have you gone? Want them on here talking shite. Saorsa. Okay, there we go there.
So you just want the YouTube then, man?
I just want everybody to come in and have a good old chinwag.
Yeah, Lauren,
Right.
Yeah?
you didn't actually hear my voice saying it, so
Hi,
congratulations.
Fletcher. Unfortunately, Fletcher, I don't know you, so I'm only inviting friends on tonight, my friend. But thank you for asking to come on.
What, sorry, Dress?
You didn't actually hear my voice saying it, so congratulations.
Thank you.
When have you got a date set yet?
No, not yet. We're thinking kind of around the 18-month mark,
Oh wow!
kind of when we're ballparking for.
Are you excited?
Yes.
That's so you should be.
It's trying to mesh like my super duper girly side with her being extremely gothic.
That's really good. I don't know, Fletcher, if there's any unionists around. We're just chilling. You know, we're just chilling and hanging. After I did a live stream about 10 o'clock, 10 till about 11. So now we're just gathering some folk for a chinwag and a chill and a talk about nonsense and stuff like that. No debates, no shouting.
You know what, Brownie? I don't think Zionism is no fascism. I think
Jazz.
Zionism is fascism. You know, I mean, if you look back far enough when Zionism existed before fascism,
It's true. Oh man, I've got my caps lock on. Sorry, Fletcher. Hi, Chaz. How are you? Hope you're okay. Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, I really do. I really, really do. We're just talking nonsense. Well, I was sending friggin' messages. Where are they? I'm going to friggin' what's it called now? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Ken's not coming on because he's not done L'Oreal on his hair yet. His hair's not done. He's not worth it yet. Just tie it back in a pony, brother. Put it up in a thing. You don't even... Listen, that's not an excuse. You don't even need to be on camera. I'm the only one that's on camera. Get yourself in a friggin' box, mate. Honestly, I expect you to be here in 5 minutes. Just to come and say hello and talk nonsense. Think of it as Discord, but without Wordle. Okay? I have to find it. I really hope that you get to the bottom of it, Charlene. I really do, because it's not
she's
funny.
saying that she's got FND, which is functional neurological disorder, and that's why she's doing the test.
All right, hold on. Oh, you have? I thought it said had to find. Sorry. So FND, that's pretty good. That you know, that's not good, but it's good that you know what it is. I work with that lady. She's a great lady. Who's Steve? Why do you love him forever? How come you've never told me about Steve? We will be having words. How's the kids? The kids okay? What currency would Scotland use? I would hope by the time we've been through the transition, Fletcher, that we would have our own currency. You know? I really do. That would be the goal.
Wouldn't we still use the sterling?
Yeah, but you don't want to be an independent nation tapped to somebody else's.
Scotland?
Well, yeah, we do technically have our own currency. Yeah, but SNP aren't going to be the people that are going to be running Scotland, though, are they, after that? SNP aren't an independence movement. They're not even going to be the people doing the transition, probably. You know? The SNP are just a political entity that are currently governing Scotland. I'd like to see them govern Scotland more, but then who will? Whatever parties. You think about this, right, okay? When, let's say we had a referendum today. Let's say everything was cool and we voted yes, all right? You have to consider what happens after that. So there'd be about a 2 to 2.5 year transition period, and during that time it's not like one thing happens at a time. So there'd be people well above my pay grade making waves to join possibly EFTA, people turning around and probably making waves about currency. There's also already a currency group in place. We already have an investment bank that could easily be turned into a central bank. It doesn't take too long to create a currency. It doesn't take too long to create a reserve currency in place for it. Scotland has more taxation built up in bonded warehouses for whiskey than there is gold in the Bank of England. So there's all these little things. But I would like to see our own currency in place by then, while people are talking and negotiating the divorce settlement. That would be very interesting. Vetoed by Spain twice. No, it's not. No, it's not. Yeah, it's never been vetoed by Spain. That's something. This is what, Dave, this is what we call circular arguments. Remember the days when we did the lives before and something else would come up and it would go round and round and round and round in circles over and over again.
One person's opinion, Mo. One person's opinion. You know, not over any too graphic, but over one person's opinion. And it's his opinion in this case.
I wish I could get the comments from YouTube to come across into TikTok. That would be really interesting to do that. But I can't.
As far as the Spain veto thing, Spain said that they would not.
No, what were you saying, Dave? Sorry?
Spain have repeatedly said that they will not use their veto.
Yeah. And was there not a survey just done for countries that would turn round? Says who, Fletcher? Says Spain. What, back in 2014? Scotland will be in orbit of nowhere. Amazing. You say the nicest things, brother. You really do. You say the nicest things.
Or something, you know. Oh, this will happen, you know. Yeah,
I love that.
Aren't you a massive thorn in Scotland's side?
It's a shame. It's all right. People are entitled to have their own opinions. It's nice, you know. I know you can be a unionist. I've got nothing against unionists. I'm not here to debate unionists. What you're doing is what we call a circular argument, though. It's been going around for a long time. You turn around and we would talk about currency and how we would want to have our own currency, and then something else would come up and something else would come up, and you've just done that. And I don't have a problem with people like yourself. My dad's a unionist. He's a proper East End Cockney boy, you know. I've got nothing against people that live south of the border. I've got nothing against unionists that live in Scotland. I just want to basically turn around and, you know, have a better chance for Scotland. I don't believe the SNP would be in power. I don't believe the SNP would be in power within an electoral cycle, because after the transitional period, once what I call Flag Day, when all the Union Jacks come down and all the Scottish flags go up, all the saltires go up right across Scotland, that would be after the transitional period, right? That would be a glorious day. It would be a fun day, to be perfectly honest. But we need to have an election right after then. We need to have an election straight away, because the Scottish government of the transition would have been voted in on legislation that was passed to give devolution. So we would need to be passing, first thing we need to pass would be a law to have an election. And that's something that would need to be happened, because we couldn't have parties like Labour and the Conservative and the Liberal Democrats basically in that parliament if they were registered parties in a foreign country. So we would have to start that again. We would have to have that. And there's a good possibility it wouldn't be the SNP. I firmly believe that the SNP would fracture and become a separate set of entities. Or they would be there for one whole part, you know. John Swinney will not leave Scotland independence. Says who? And the anarchism since Sturgeon left.
Sorry, more interruption, you're right. But I would like to ask one very simple question to Fletcher Bucks. Do you have anything good to say about Scotland?
It's a good question. I'm going to figure out how to capture the, what's it called? The chat across in, what's it called? Just do this just now. I'm going to move me across there a little bit. You're going to see things move in
I
Facebook land
believe
for
the
a
question
second.
was, do you have anything nice to say about Scotland? I believe that was the question.
And we capture that. Oh,
Just,
hang
was
on.
that the gist of your question?
Yeah. Nature point of view, and I firmly believe you're from it there. I mean, that's an attempt at a catch.
Right. Why can't I do that? Yep. No, I'm not. I'm not bringing anybody in, Fletcher. I'm just bringing my friends in just now because we didn't really want to go down a path of a discussion. So no. Sorry.
You just want to do it.
That's all right. Seems like a very pleasant person. But yeah, we could become friends and we can maybe do it another time if you want. That'd be cool. Right, I'm trying to figure out just now how to make this right. I can put you there. Oh, right, okay. I wonder if that would work.
What are you trying to do now?
I'm trying to go. I'm in Streamlabs just now. I want to capture the actual chat from here. Thank you for the gifts, everybody. By the way, that's very nice of you. Let me just go
What's
to
Streamlab?
Streamlabs. Is software. I'm broadcasting on TikTok Studio Live, but I'm capturing the screen and broadcasting it on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. Yeah, technology's amazing.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty funky. So, window capture. Can we TikTok live studio? I don't think it's going to work this way, but we'll give it a shot. Will that work? No, that's not going to work. Capture method, no. And will it work on that one? No, it has to be. I think I'm going to have to do another display capture. Will it let me do a second display capture? Let's see. Display capture, add source. Second one, display capture 2. Because what I want to do, right, there we go. Done. Right, so display capture 2 is that one. And bear with me, lovely people. And we can close that off like that. Yes, I've done it. I'm so clever. Now you can see the TikTok chat. My friends across in YouTube land. Bring you there like that. Yay! How clever is that? Hang on, is that caught up yet? I don't know. Hold on. The things you gotta do, eh? Where's Lisa? Where's Lisa? Lisa's... Yo.
When you couldn't do this without Barry.
When you what, sorry?
Remember when you couldn't do this without Barry?
Yeah. No, I could do it without Barry. Barry doesn't like TikTok. It's funny. And that's there like that. I want to know why YouTube seems to be about 20 minutes behind. It's not funny. I wonder if it won't. No, it should. I'm just playing just now. I'm just playing just now. Oh no, it's working. Okay. That's what's wrong. Let's bring it right up to speed. There we are. Happy days. Right, so YouTube land and Facebook land, you guys can now see the chat. I could probably put chats up for everything and have them all in the thing. We could do that, couldn't we? Could I? I don't know. It could work. I don't know. Right. Dave, how are you? Are you coming through to Edinburgh tomorrow, Dave?
Yes, I am.
And are you staying the night, or are you just going home again?
No, I'm just going for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to be there tomorrow?
I'm going to do my best to be there if I'm not too tired. Hopefully it should be okay though. Fingers crossed. Let's see, who do we have? Do we have anybody across? And
What's happening in Edinburgh tomorrow?
there is a Palestinian protest in Edinburgh tomorrow, which is going to be exciting. That's really weird as well. There we go. Right, so Facebook is fine. Right, so if we take you out and do that with you, I'm figuring out how to get all the chats on, by the way. I'm going to get this on. I'm going to figure it out and we're going to make this work. Right, okay.
You doing a Tinkerbell and tinkering?
No, I'm not Tinkerbell. I am Geppetto, the wood carver. I make puppets. Puppets. That was a dirty laugh, Druss. That was a really dirty laugh. Come on.
That's what Barry used to say, and you are fucking mad-sided.
That's it's true. It's very true. You know, you're not wrong. Right, so...
What'd you say, John?
I'm not saying nothing. Druss can explain it all.
I'm trying not to laugh.
I know, that's fair. Right. That car sounded like moo. Like that there just now. That was weird. That was
I'm waiting on Sage to come out from work and like the car just like raced up the road in front of me.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Right, hold on. I'm going to make that chat smaller. Oh my god, cats, your bottom stinks. Poo. Poo, 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 and poo. Dear me. It's not funny. Blah. It is for you. You're not there. Yeah. You're supposed to be my pal. Oh my goodness. It's no funny. Oh my god, it's... Stinky little boys. Oh my god. It's making my eyes water.
The joys of having...
The joys of having cats. Fucking hell,
Yeah.
I tell you. It's just not good.
Dave, you don't have a cat, do you?
He used to have a cat, bless him.
I've got two of the little fuckers.
You can have both of mine just now. They're making my eyes friggin' water. It's like, wow.
I never thought I'd be talking on TikTok tonight about the smell of cat farts.
I'm just playing. I'm setting up. Oh, that's not right. What button is this? If you could see the screen that... No, it's not the right one either. That's the right one. This is going to be the right one. Yes, there we go. That goes like that. That goes like that. Now we can see Facebook comments. Hi, Heather. And that goes like that. I'm just trying to get all the comments onto the screen in one big glorious box. all at the
on
same
YouTube,
time. Yeah, it's you won't see the comment. I'm gonna try and do it on here next, like as an overlay. That would be interesting. You see, that would be good. There is that there.
Man, I'm gonna need a bigger screen.
Hi Sky Echo, how are you? We're just chilling. Heather sent you a Snapchat. See, Lauren. Aye. Right, now there is a way that I can take a multi-stream, add sources. I can do a multi-stream thing directly from YouTube into the screen as well. So everybody, where the hell is it? Event, no, tip jar, widgets, image, color blank. Nope, video capture, nope. Video capture, media file stream, chat box, there's the chat box. Add source, chat box is there. Chat box, add source. Where is it? Chat box, come down here. And then we'll make it.
I'm gonna call it a night.
No sweat.
So hopefully I'll be on tomorrow night after a bit of it.
Okay.
All right. Good night.
Good night. I will see you tomorrow, Dave. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I did say tomorrow.
Yeah, I know you did. Cheeky monkey. There we go. Oh dear. Right, so that's good. But why is that? We don't want. Will we do it on multi-stream? Will it work? No. I've got a chat box up now that should also show the. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make this look better though. So it should. Well, I don't understand why it's not coming up with the chat from YouTube. But the good thing is the chat from. I'll have to do a wee screen capture of it. From let's do a wee test chat in here and go. Hello.
Right, you're streaming hopefully on Facebook, right?
Yeah, we're streaming on Facebook as well just now, as well as YouTube, which is quite fun. It's just a big experiment, but I want to. I'm trying to understand why, it's not doing what's it called, the YouTube chat coming up in the chat box. Let's have to figure that one out just now. Always show messages. Well, no, with the software that I'm using, Streamlabs, it's got a widgety type thing, like a wee thing that I can actually show the the chat box from YouTube in. So I don't need to do a screen capture or anything like that, which is quite nice. Let's make that a 600 again. There we go. That's better. Refresh cache of current page. Right, close.
About the election by the way, but I thought that was shite.
Do you know what? It's okay because it was, you've got to remember that the election itself was the single transferable vote. So it was the first time in ages in a by-election that it went right down to the last person. So if nobody reaches the quota in the first round of counting votes, the person that had the least amount of votes basically moves on to gets disqualified, and all their second votes on their ballot paper gets transferred around. And it keeps going like that until somebody crosses the line. It's not the person that has the most votes, it's the person who crosses the finishing line first. So it went right up to the Liberal Democrat candidate and the Labour candidate. And funnily enough, the Labour candidate actually had more votes to start with. But by the time every person was eliminated, the Liberal Democrat candidate had the most, the most votes. I thought that was quite impressive. You know?
How did you fare in the election?
Fourth. I got 18.5 or 19% of the vote, which was quite good. I was quite pleased with that. Considering it was a what you call a short campaign as well. It was one of those things where basically
I sort of time you'd been a candidate.
you thought, what? Sorry.
I mean, considering how short a time you'd actually been a candidate, you know, it was
Yeah.
a remarkable result.
Yeah, totally. That's an absolute fair point. It's what they call a short campaign as well, and the short campaign is always more difficult to win. And you know something? See the people that I worked with during the campaign, they were amazing, second to none. Absolutely second to none. Really good campaigning people, really good getting out there and doing things, keeping me right with leaflets and electoral law and stuff like that. It was well impressive. I learned loads and loads. I made a lot of new friends. I got a lot more credibility within the independence movement as a result of it, actually standing and putting my face out there. Also made a lot of really interesting people that don't like me now as well, which is even better. You know, I quite like that. You should go and see some of the YouTube comments. It's hilarious. One chap just basically likes to turn around and say the candidate's name was Murray Vicented. Yeah, do you know what? Look, it fucking says that on the leaflet. We know, you know, it says it right there. That's my name, right there. That's me in Edinburgh. That's me. Hi, look, it's me. What a handsome chap I am, eh? And basically likes to say, and he only got 18.5% of the vote. We know that. Do you know something? You could go to the Edinburgh District Council and look at the electoral result page and find that out for yourself. As if it's a big deal. I get called Mo because that's my nickname. You know? It's my friggin' nickname. And it's like I'm doxing him. Maybe I'm using his real name. No, but it's on the fucking leaflet. You know? Jesus.
You know, it's like basic bias, you know, it seems to be a target.
Oh, yeah, people are weird though, aren't they? You know, I mean, they really are. What do you do? You know, what do you do? You can't do anything. People turn round and try to think that they're better than you. You know, they'll try to turn around and think that they can pull one over on you. They'll turn around and argue like invalid points, Martin. You know, it's ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. But that's how it goes. Right. I'm going to go to bed because I'm tired. And I'm up early tomorrow to clean the house because Ken's coming through here. Ken, if you're still there, remember you need to be up early to drive through here. And Lisa, if you're hiding somewhere, okay, disappointed you didn't come on with your curly hair. I like your curly. Oh my God, your butt stinks.
Oh, bugger.
That's the second one's just gone in and done a shit too. It's stereo fucking stuff up my nose. Hi Ian, how are you? Yeah, so yeah, that's basically. Thank you for coming on tonight, Martin. Druss, I really appreciate it. It's good to speak to you. I'm glad you sound so much better, brother.
I'm a lot more relaxed about life.
Yeah, good.
You know, I was brain fried. You know, I mean, with everything that's been happening in Palestine and how much I've been funded with it on social media, I was fucking fried. You know?
Horrible. I was on all the Telegram channels and I was, you know, it was like a constant feed of death, destruction, and, you know, it was just ridiculous. It was heartbreaking to watch, and I had to switch it off. I had to close that channel down on my Telegram simply because there was one particular video that upset me so much. It didn't stop me from sort of like going in and sharing things like I do every single day across my Instagram accounts. What was upsetting was a child the same age as my youngest trying to wake up his dead dad. You know, unbelievable.
Some of the evidence is available for what the Israelis have done in the past. I mean, you know, for God's sake, I mean, drones come down to scan, shooting a shot in the face. How, my God, it's inhumane.
It's horrible. It's just not right. It's just not mad.
It says that they're doing that, but still nothing to
Ian saying that Sean Clarkin got himself arrested at the rally the other day there. That's funny. I'm going to look that up. I'll have a wee. Let's get the phone on the go and do Sean Clarkin arrested. Yeah, it's going to be it's going to be pretty awful. Was it John Clarkin? I spelled his name wrong. Arrested. Man banned from Glasgow city centre after Palestine protest. Oh my goodness. There he is. A man said he's been banned from Glasgow city centre after he was arrested during a protest. Sean Clarkin, 64, was arrested and has been charged under the Terrorism Act after he displayed a placard saying "Genocide in Palestine, time to take action." Oh, that was Sean that did that, right? Okay. The protester was taken to a police station and held for around 3 hours. Speaking to our sister paper, Glasgow Times, after he was released, he said he had to sign a draconian undertaking. He said he had to agree not to enter an exclusion zone which covers the city centres. I was charged with under Section 13 of the Terrorism Act and given a date to appear in court. I'm effectively banned from the city centre for the duration until the court date. If I go to the city centre, I will be jailed. He said he will comply with the undertaking. He added, "I will abide by it, but I think it's draconian and we're on our way to a politicised police state." Clarkin was arrested in Nelson Mandela Place on Friday around noon after he displayed the sign. I wonder what will happen tomorrow then, eh? I mean, I've got my Palestinian flag. I've got my Palestinian football top.
Where are the Scottish government in this?
I don't know.
Where do they lie with regards to Scottish law?
It's the anti-terrorism law, though, is one of these funny laws that transcend all the islands, I believe. But Bruni was saying that it's in breach of the Treaty of the Union. Interesting. You know?
I don't doubt that for a second.
You know? For holding a Free Palestine banner, yeah. It was one of those, it's, you know how people are playing on words, sort of like it's time to take action for Palestine or whatever, and it's bigger than those sort of things. I think it's awful. You know, I think that there's bigger fish to fry other than the group that got banned and everything. And I think, you know, I think personally there should be a march of about 100,000 people all wearing their t-shirts. How are they going to handle that? You know, I don't know.
They've also changed the narrative on the offence at the music from kneecap onto this. What they call it again?
Kneecap, yeah, is it kneecap?
No, but the mainstream narrative has switched over from kneecap to the ones that were shouting death to the idea.
Yeah, that was Bob Villan.
Yeah.
Pretty mad. Right.
Changing the narrative over to them to take the attention away from kneecap.
Yeah, very true indeed. Right, I'm going to go and jump onto Discord just now. See if anybody's over there playing Wordle. It's almost Wordle time. And thank you for hanging out. It's really good to hear you, Martin. It really is. And I will speak to you all